That's terrific. I've always wanted to be involved in a sports film. It's a great genre, tried and true. Number of my favorite films, whether you're talking about Hoosiers or Rudy, films like that are inspirational and exciting. And plus, I grew up playing sports, so point of relation, it's exciting for me.
Ladisser's a very low-key guy. What's your character like?
He's not a low-key guy. That's the thing. They're really a partnership. It's a yin and yang sort of thing going on between these two men, where Ladisser is sort of the philosopher and quiet and savant with regard to the game itself, and Terry's sort of a meat and potatoes, practical application guy. He, in addition to being the defensive coordinator for the team, he also is the the head administrator for sports at that school. He's in charge of special teams. He does a lot with regard to this team. Big motivator. Definitely the A personality. Definitely the yeller. You can hear my voice is a little shot from screaming my lungs out, but it's been fun.
How's it been working with Jim?
Oh, he's terrific. And he's perfectly cast because he's a quiet man, and so he's quiet and contemplative like his character, and it just seems to work. And I'm gregarious and kind of a loudmouth, so we get along famously.
Don't you think that's kind of unusual in Hollywood to have someone who is, I don't know, I guess, incredibly successful but so understated, do you think?
There are examples over time, and it takes all types, and you need all types. And someone like Robert Redford's always been a quiet, understated guy, and there's been a number of them along, over the years. They're fewer and further between, I think, but not entirely strange.
What originally drew you to the film? What did you see in the script that you liked?
Well, it's just a great story. It just is. It is extraordinary that anybody be able to coach a team to 151 wins straight. That's generational and absurd almost. Unheard of in any sport. That's the thing. I know it's a high school football team, but there's no team in any sport at any level that's ever reached that level of success. So they got to be doing something right. And when you have professional coaches and from all different games looking into this coaching staff to see what they're doing, there's clearly something to be gained from these guys. And it's mainly in terms of philosophy and intent. These guys never went into it with the intention of winning 151 games. They're all about a perfect effort, not being perfect, but giving your all, truly leaving everything on the field. Also, the notion of it's a lot of overworked cliches, but they take it very, very seriously, and they have fun at the same time. They want to have fun with the game, but they want to teach these guys to be responsible, culpable individuals that take personal responsibility for themselves and their own actions, so that they see this transition and they really do take it to heart and love watching, these boys come in at 14 years old at, the freshman level, and by the time they're seniors, they leave young men, with, responsible, integral individuals. And that's really what they're all about, is shaping these kids' lives through the game. They're teachers. And obviously they've done a phenomenal job with one year after another, because they've churned out dozens and dozens of top-level college players and pros. So something's going right over there.
Is there a coach who your character reminds you of, or you drew on?
Well, sure. I happen to be very fortunate. I had a number of coaches. I was the captain of my football team in Andover High School in Massachusetts, and Coach Dick Collins and Mr. Bordelais and Mr. Vickers and Mr. King. I had 4 coaches who very much reminded me of these men. We didn't have nearly the record of these guys, obviously, but they taught us the same things, the same principles. And they were, you know, you realize things after you grow up a lot of times, what a wonderful place my hometown was to grow up. And also the things I was taught by these men were invaluable to me. And they've really been applicable throughout my career and my life. You know, I don't think you could find a profession that's more of a team effort and a team sport than making films. It's 150 people, and we have to move and work together like a mobile army unit. We go from location to location and place to place together, and if it isn't relatively seamless and if people aren't cooperative, I know there's a lot made in the press about how people are divas and there's all this behavior, but it really isn't true in practice. There's those individuals, and I think that's why they get a lot of ink, frankly, but really the vast majority of us are working professionals who go to work really hard, spend 12 and 14 hours a day on sets, and you really need to be collaborative and cooperative, or you're going to be way over budget, way over schedule, and you're not going to get to work again, because it is a business. And these guys take that very seriously, as I do. So that's a long answer for a short question.
Thank you.
You bet, absolutely.
Appreciate it. Good luck.